but I think it's because we haven't started yet. So
So I can only stay about 25 minutes.
okay.
I have something else I have to be at, so I will be jumping off.
Okay.
I didn't think I was going to even make it, but I thought.
Oh, I'm so glad you did. Every little bit counts. Okay.
Oh, I don't know who else is coming, Denise. We might be leaving you high and dry, I guess.
Michelle had like
every little bit counts.
toothache
Okay,
from hell.
Oh,
Oh,
She had a
yeah.
crack.
I know. Oh
her
my
tooth
God.
cracked
Uh-huh.
Friday, and then she said she woke up yesterday and it's swollen on her. And girls, I've had that before in 2008. It never happened again. From then on, I went to the dentist every 3 months. I mean, every 3 times a year.
It's the worst.
That's why I'm going to Costa Rica this coming Sunday to finish my dental work because so I feel for her. I equate it to a migraine. If anybody's ever had a migraine.
Oh, yes.
I've never had a migraine, but I equate that to a migraine. Life stops.
It ain't good.
Stops. I know. I told her, I said, I would go on the black market for drugs if I could kill the pain. I mean,
exactly.
It's just
awful.
like
that's awful.
Yeah. So she forgot to ask him. I said, did you tell him to shoot you up with Novocaine? And she goes, I didn't think about it. And she doesn't take opiates, Oh,
so, yeah. No. Oh my God, they didn't give her any injectable cane.
Oh
no, she said she forgot to ask. I said,
well, I mean, that would be the first thing you would have to do. That and nitrous oxide.
So, but when you're in pain like that, you don't think clear. So,
well, that's so true.
So, anyway, I just send her lots of love and healing. And
yes,
I know. I've been doing the same thing too. Everybody listening, please send healing energy to Michelle Gray and her broken molar.
Yeah.
Apparently, they just there's Courtney. They just gave her antibiotics and they didn't do anything.
They gave her antibiotics, and then I think she said they packed it or something. So, and it's going to take time for that antibiotic. She'll probably feel some relief maybe towards the end of the night, maybe, hopefully. But I told her to put a warm compress on it and to keep the air away from it.
Oh, yeah, air is bad and cold. All right, guys, I forgot it's cocktail hour and I don't have a cocktail. I have but I'll go get one in a minute.
I got carbonated water. Hey, Courtney.
Hi, how are you?
We don't have everybody, but we have super good people. Veronica Drake at veronicadrake.com. Denise Ramon at deniseramon.com. You guys are easy. Courtney Dillon at courtneydillon.com. And then there's the troublemaker, com. I'm kidding.
Me.
All right, so I have one person that will not be able to get on that, she might be, but here's the deal. The last cocktail deal, we passed her up and we skipped it for being vague or general. You know how we won't take general questions, right? But actually, she said she did. Tina Owens from Cullman, Alabama. The advice was she wants about career. So I am in the insurance field, and I graduate December 2023. Woo! And I have an internship I have to find, and I have a great feeling about this career yet. I could be just dreaming. No, listen to your intuition. I hope to become a homeowner, and I have high hopes for the future of my child and me.
Awesome.
Tina Owens from Cullman, Alabama.
And what's she asking for specifically? I'm sorry.
Career, she's graduating at the end of this year in December.
Oh, congratulations.
And basically she wants to know, she's going to be looking for an internship. How's that all going to go, Eric? Eric, I love you, by the way.
He says, I love you. He does like this. I love you. I'm going to jump in because I got right away. It's like everything is going to be happening for her. It's like, I feel like this is the year for her because she's been doing a lot of internal work and outer work. And this is the year for her. And it's like, I'm hearing, just go after whatever it is you want. Don't worry about if it's a yes or no, just continue. What they're showing me, just grab whatever you want because it's all coming to you. Will you be a homeowner? Absolutely is what I hear.
I hear it's new. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt
go,
you.
Courtney, go.
The words I heard, new beginnings for her. Like it's going to be a
Oh.
new beginning, a new start. It's going to feel really good. It feels like she's going into a beautiful time period.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
heard a whirlwind. It's all gonna converge at once. Like it's gonna happen so quickly that it's gonna feel like a whirlwind. It can feel overwhelming. So stay grounded and understand that you have free will and choice.
yes.
Yeah.
All right, now, I have a sister, I won't mention her name, but I've already emailed you guys about her.
Yeah.
Who lives in Topeka, California. And, you know, she wants to sell her house. There's this problem with the road in the community that was devastated with the mudslide. And so it's going to be very pricey for everybody to pool their monies together and, you know, make this happen. And she can't really sell her house, which is too big for her, and until that happens. But she wants to downgrade. I mean, you know, her daughter has left the coop, so to speak, and she wants something smaller, simpler, but still in California for whatever reason. No, I'm kidding, Courtney.
No, it's not untrue.
But and I want her. It's like, okay, why don't you, while you're waiting, you know, put your thing on for sale, and then when you sell it, just stay with us for a while in Texas. But she's got, and I won't mention what, but she's got some underlying condition that she feels like COVID would be a big risk to her. So she's gotten to the point where she don't want to fly in a plane, etc. And you know, it makes sense to a certain extent, but then I don't know if this is stopping her from moving forward in her life. I would love for her to stay with my husband and I for however long she wants. I don't think she likes Texas, but just to be around, you know, her nieces and nephews and great niece, I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, so any advice to her? What should she do? Will she
Well,
die of COVID? Is there more chance of her dying of COVID? Or but because she's getting isolated, man. She's so isolated, and that's got to be depressing.
Well, I say when you have that much fear of whatever it is you do, don't do it because you draw that. It's just like me. When I'm going into the salt water, if that fear comes over me of sharks, I just don't go in the salt water because I know I'm probably going to draw that to me. And that's my answer for that. I heard though, because of this is what I heard is that this is a time for her to start getting things ready to move, even though the mudslide did the street and all this stuff. I hear even though you can't like move out, you can start moving things inward to go like that. So I don't know, y'all like preparing herself for
I got it.
for the move, you know, and I'm getting preparing herself also emotionally for this move, because I guess there's some attachments or something emotionally within the house and that. So it's like getting herself ready internally for the move, as well as packing and doing this stuff, because I just feel like this is kind of like a placeholder for her to start working on that part. So it's not so overwhelming for her. That's what I get. And I apologize for jumping in first again. So
No, don't
Not at
apologize.
all.
No.
it is my birthday, so I think I'm a little.
Happy birthday!
Hey, anybody else want to chime in?
So I get that so the first thing I heard, and this is interesting, she's going to end up having nomad energy, like the wanderer. So once she gets past, and this is the most debilitating thing she can have, is the fear, because the fear is actually worse than what her physical condition is.
Right.
And so thinking from that perspective, like Denise said, it's going to make her physical condition even worse, you know, because even if there weren't something impending like the move or needing to move on or wanting to move on, there'd be something else with her. So it really is about her understanding where the fear comes from. And by the way, they're not telling me that, you know, COVID is a problem for her with the proper precautions. Okay. And I do see a move coming, but it's funny because the slide, if you will, the whatever the condition is really just a process to delay it because it's not time.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So
I got
she's
the same
actually
thing.
right where she should be.
Yeah.
Courtney?
I got really similar, really the same thing. I really heard a lot about looking into the fear, like actually not just, I feel afraid, but like, really going into the fear, asking yourself, and not to say that COVID isn't real and all these things, and I'm not trying to minimize that experience because it's valid.
Yeah,
And there's a origin point that wants to be processed here.
what do you
That's-
mean?
Meaning it feels like this comes from loss of control is the words I'm hearing, like a feeling like I don't have control over anything in my life,
Yeah.
and I need to somehow take control.
That runs in
those-
our family, okay? I can
I
tell you
mean,
that.
and so, it's just looking at this need for control. Like, what is actually going on? What am I really feeling here? And what can I work to let go of? Yeah. That's what I heard.
So she wants to know, what do you mean by delay, Veronica? What does that mean when you say a delay?
A delay. Well, because it's not time to move yet. There's a
Okay,
delay.
right. It's divine timing, basically.
Mhm.
Timing. And here's the thing, it's probably going to freak her out when she hears she's the nomad, the traveler, because one of the things I can see that she came into this life for was to create a sense of tribe, a sense of familial connection. And
Yeah.
growing up, she probably didn't have that with the parental figures so much. Like, okay, you have a roof over your head and you have food in your tummy, but so she hangs on to what it is that she feels is her homestead, and that isn't really a place.
Oh,
Something inside of her.
Right.
Plus, I'll tell you quickly, she had a past life that I'm seeing very quickly where she lost everything by fire. That's not that's going to happen this lifetime. It's that it's hard for her to give up what she knows because she was so abruptly misplaced.
I've got chills as you're talking about that. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of intensity to that life.
well, maybe she's going to be a nomad because she's going to nomad her ass over to Texas.
Right. Well, but Texas, a little bit of here, a little bit of there. And once she makes the break, she's gonna believe, why didn't I ever do this sooner?
Yeah, she's terrified of wildfires. Definitely. All right. So one question, then we'll go on to other people because I hate to monopolize. I'm sorry. We can go over a little later if y'all want, if y'all can, whatever. But Jennifer, what about you? And also, Eric, do you have a message for Aunt T? I won't say her real name.
He says, I love you, and she's one cool dude.
Mhm. That's true.
So I know I had kind of reached out privately, and I'm not necessarily sure I want to blast out some of the stuff that we had discussed privately. I don't know if you remember in the
Oh,
email.
yes, of course I do.
Yes, I'm still hearing that sort of stuff. Which I don't necessarily want to just blast out about your sister. So
Good.
Okay, no, it's okay. But I know what you were going to say. It's about anxiety.
yeah, and the agoraphobia that,
Yeah, you went through that, right?
yes, I
A
did
couple of times
twice.
in your life.
Yeah, twice in my life I did. And what I was feeling is that sometimes when you stay stuck in that kind of energy so long, you really do need some help getting out of it, getting
Right.
out of the fear. So it does change the chemistry, how we think, how we feel.
Yeah, your
Mhm.
neurochemistry. I mean, she may need to
Mhm.
go on a short, some sort of medication for a very short stint, but she's
Yeah.
pretty good by that, so I don't know.
Have
But
her
sometimes it can zap the pram, so to speak.
Yes.
I'm sorry, my connection was wrong. Have her contact me because Spirit downloaded me the calm process, the calm method, where I walk you through, and it kind of helps with anxiety. So just have her
Yeah.
reach out to me because I'll walk her through that process. It really does work.
Well, she says she doesn't have agoraphobia, but if you're not willing to get outside of your cocoon out of fear of COVID, that is a form of agoraphobia. But we better take other people on the chat line. Sorry, my favorite sister. I won't say your name. Okay, just pack your bags. Come on over.
I hope you don't have other sisters listening.
What now?
Do you have other
I,
sisters?
I said, I hope you don't have other sisters listening.
Well, one is dead and one is evil, so no.
Okay.
So even if she was listening.
There you go.
Exactly. She can listen all she wants.
Okay.
All right, let's
Yeah,
see.
Lisa.
June Murphy. Why did my hubby Mike M continue listening, sister? Why did my hubby Mike M, Petersboro, Ontario? I love the spelling of that. Choose this exit point, age 63. We made a pact that we would transition in our 80s.
I just hear that there wasn't another one. This was it. Any pacts that we make when we're actually in the human form are subject to our contract.
There
So
you
Okay.
That's what I got.
yeah.
Yeah. And I got that his body was done. That's what I
Mhm.
got. His body
Yeah.
was done.
With heart.
Okay.
Yeah, I did
Olivia.
too, Courtney.
Olivia Paget from North Carolina. Will I ever get on a plane again and cure my fear of flying?
Yes.
Mhm.
I get a yes for that.
I get a yes too, but not anytime in the near
No.
future.
I think
No.
there are services that help with that.
I got hypnotherapy.
No, but I get that there's some transition thing where you get on a plane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No, but
yeah.
I actually heard for her to maybe go look into hypnotherapy, that could really help her. So,
Okay.
It definitely
Yeah.
would.
Is it
uh-huh.
related to a past life?
I got a yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And I don't know so much in an airplane, but I feel it's like falling off a cliff or something
Mhm.
like that.
Oh.
Oh, it's like I can feel it. Yeah. Yeah.
That happened to Erik in one of his lives. No,
Oh,
he's always
yeah.
really afraid of heights when he was little.
Mm.
So would past life regression or a past life reading with one of you guys help her?
Well, it's really about understanding what it's tied to in this life.
Oh,
Because it feels to me like what they're showing me is, and with all due respect, because I totally get the anxiety part, there's no rationale
yeah.
to her fear, which is typical of most fears. That's not to downplay it, but the reality is she will fly again, and it looks like this: when the need to fly is stronger than the need of fear. So in other words, she's going to have to get somewhere in a hurry, or it potentially could play out she needs to get somewhere in a hurry.
Is it one of her exit points? Let's just be blunt about it. To die in a plane crash.
I do
No.
not.
No.
No, absolutely
No,
not.
no.
Okay, good.
No.
So just
Mm-mm.
take a leap of faith, man. I mean, remember, we're eternal beings.
But what I'm getting at, it's
People-
like it's like this panic attack feeling. and
Yeah.
it's
This feels like a
very
genuine
intense.
phobia,
Yeah,
not
it's
just
really,
a
really
fear.
bad.
This is a
Yeah.
phobia.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
this. I feel it in my heart. The
I'm like,
pain.
oh man. And so
Mhm.
that's why I think they were saying they first said hypnotherapy would be really helpful. So
Good.
In a past life, honestly, she was murdered.
Wow.
So
On an airplane? What?
know,
On a
she-
cliff
yeah,
and then
very
tossed off?
quickly, she was murdered, and that meant that she came into this life with a fear of dying at the hand of someone else. Just
Oh,
Mhm.
including a pilot human error. Interesting. Well, I bet most of us were murdered at one point. And
yeah, but that's not
life.
what happened for her in this life.
yeah.
Being murdered, or B, with a pilot.
Okay. All right. Claudia wants to hear from her dad in Cipriano. Cipriano. I hope that's right. And I'm going to get a wine. Y'all answer. I'm going to list the answer in the tape, but I would like to yell for Papa to give me a wine, but he's busy.
I was wondering if her father spoke English or if that was his first
Yeah.
language, because I don't know how to explain it. It's
It's
like
so
until
funny. I was hearing like a raspy voice or something was very distinct about the voice.
Yeah, yeah.
So either English wasn't his first language or he didn't speak English. And but that's all I'm getting right now. So that helps to clear things up for me when I acknowledge that.
Also, for some reason, I see a lot of, this is weird, but I see a lot of birds around him. Like either he had liked birds or he spent a lot of time in nature with birds. I see a lot of birds.
Nice. I'm back. I will listen to that,
Okay.
Sherry, I promise. Cheryl. All right. Beth O'Leary. Who is my main spirit guide? She's from Virginia. I know you, Beth.
I do too. I don't know her personally, but I know of her. Who's her main spirit guide? Eric right away said her higher self.
What? Can
Yes,
that be
her.
possible?
Shoot, I don't know.
That's interesting.
What do y'all think?
I mean, she probably has more than one anyway.
Of course.
God
Yeah.
knows I need lots of them. There's a whole
I heard-
army out there saying, come on, who drew the short stick? We got a lease on this lifetime. Jesus Christ.
I heard a male figure stepping forward, and he says his name is Callum.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I was hearing Calvin or something like that. So
Yeah,
it's definitely got yeah.
Callum, I think, and it's from like looks like an O'Leary, Irish Lifetime. They were brother
Oh.
sister. They were brother
Oh.
sister.
That's
And he
cool.
stayed back to be her guide. He's saying, but they're very close.
Awesome.
And furthermore, he's the guide of moderation for her. So if she's struggling with something where there's excess or she's not whatever, he's the guide she should talk to.
Excellent. All right, Tina Owens, we already asked from Coleman, Alabama about her career advice. Anything else you want to add, or should we go on to the next person? Because I think she didn't know I was going to read out her
I
question.
think we did her justice. I
Yeah.
think we
Yeah.
gave
Okay.
Yeah, good, exciting year ahead for her.
Okay. Okay. Asya from Vratsa, Bulgaria. Hi, ladies. Will I move? And also, by the way, thanks everybody who's saying hello, and I love you, and we all love you too. Hi, ladies. Will I move out of my hometown this year and into better housing situation? Only if it's Texas with my sister. I'm kidding.
text.
Asya is her name.
ASYA
Okay,
Asya.
thank you.
From VRATSA. So I'm thinking it's Vratsa, Bulgaria. But what do I know?
The feeling is that it's possible,
Don't get
but
strong.
somebody's dragging their feet. It's like there is a lot of complications for this
Yeah.
to happen.
Agreed. It feels very complicated. Every time I try to even just mentally put her out of her space, it's somewhere else she flips back. Like I don't feel like it's very strong yet. Yeah, exactly. I get the same thing.
Well,
Is
that
it
makes
like
sense with
timing?
what I'm getting then. Oh,
Say it
sorry.
again?
No, I was saying that makes sense with what I was getting, because I just feel like a tug of war kind of feeling. And I like she just needs to get more solid in what it is that she's wanting.
Mhm.
Not so much as I want to move from A to B, but more about what it is she's wanting from the move is what I'm getting.
Well, interesting.
Yeah, so that agrees with what I mean, I agree with Courtney and was it Jennifer that said it? About not whatever, I'm lost. I'm sitting there listening to
Welcome to the hell that's my world. No, I mean, I can.
It's your birthday.
To manifest, you don't need to just think about I want to move, but the reasons why you want to move and what you want to see in that situation.
There's like a lack of clear. I mean, I know she wants to move. I get that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there's like some lack of clarity right now around it. Like it's not crystal clear that right now. Yeah. So
Okay. All right. Jamie S. from Florida. Which past life relates most to my life now?
Question, because they all kind of connect.
They do. That's what I was thinking. They all, but Eric says she's wanting to know which one, I guess, is like impressing similars or like kind of like a leftover that she's still dealing with in this lifetime. Because Eric tells me she's really working through some challenging times right now, and so this is why she wants to know which is the past life that's related
like
to
to
the,
clear it. Yeah.
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 And you know, Eric is telling me it's not so much that the previous life is the one she needs to focus on. It's the one that she's in right now, and look at what all that clutter is that keeps her mind busy from focusing on her and
Yeah.
what it is
Mm.
she wants to do and what she and learning to love about her stuff like that is
Mm.
what I'm getting. I don't know what y'all are getting on that.
Well, it's interesting that you use the word clutter, because one of the things that I hear in this life that she came in to experience is addiction. Now, addiction does not have to be in a literal sense. It doesn't have to be to a substance, to an.
I got addicted to having kids, so look at me.
Uh,
Or was it the process with which you had them that you're addicted? I've seen Rune. All right.
Yeah.
So the process, the addiction could be, for some reason, I see a lot of clutter. When you said that word, it's just like, so I don't know if it's saving, hoarding, packing, there's some sort of addiction. And don't take it literal, because this isn't a one-on-one. I'm just saying there's some sort of, you came through to work. And in a past life, you were a very addicted personality also, but to substance.
Okay. So, all right. Saul DS Jr. wants to know, what is the spiritual and emotional reason for Cesar de la Mora stomach problems and extreme fatigue from El Centro, California?
What's the spiritual problem? Is that what you said?
Spiritual, emotional, and what's the
So wait, is he having the issues or
No,
somebody
this-
else?
Saul Diaz Jr. is
Okay.
talking about another person, Cesar de la Mora,
Oh, got it. Okay.
El Centro, California.
I'm hearing there's a problem with inflammation in the
Mhm.
body that's causing this. So it's not necessarily, sometimes when physical stuff is happening, it doesn't necessarily mean there's a spiritual or energetic connection. Sometimes we're
Right.
doing something with the physical body that we should not be doing. And
Yes.
that is where this falls for
Maybe
me.
that's that diet,
Me
or
too.
Yeah, I get a detox necessary. Like get I'm in the middle of one. Clear it all out. Like just,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I agree with y'all on that. I don't get that it's a spiritual thing. I get it's what
Physical.
we're doing. What we're doing to our body right now. Yeah.
It does feel like there's I hear this is my sign and symbol. It's never full energy. So there is maybe an emotional component to some of the
Mhm.
negative foods that this person's eating. So there may be that going on, that feeling of like trying
Like a
to fill yourself.
self-medicating, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get back to the earth. Eat close to the earth.
Yeah.
Any benefit by the microbiome optimization at all?
Eric said,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Or ginger
But
baby
that with
and her work?
food dietary changes, it's like gotta be both.
So
It can't be
Ginger
just
Bailey
like,
could help her also, but him, sorry. All right, let's move on. People love your hair, Denise.
Oh, how sweet. Thank you.
Okay, you know what it does all the time, sometime with this thing. Ugh. Okay, I got it. Do I? See, it's just crazy. All right, here we go. Sometimes the whole thread just goes down. Florinda from Australia wants to know why her scalar energy thing is not working. So far, when I've had people, when I paid Michelle Gray to read their energy, it's all about blocks in the conscious or subconscious. And the scalar energy is in the auric field, ready to get integrated. But
And I get that's what
it
it is too. I get that it's almost like you're expecting, it all to shade you pink and it's shading you blue. So it's not allowed to do its work in a sense.
Well, what did she do? Is there a mantra? She gets anything?
I get more about
I hear belief systems.
yeah, that's what I didn't want to just be like, so
Sorry, I said
yeah,
it.
no, I'm glad you said I didn't want to
Okay.
but that is it's a belief system, and it's almost like Erik says, start walking in the shoes like as if it's already happened,
Oh.
and
Also start looking at some of the amazing testimonials, the video testimonials. I mean, it's just amazing, and that might inspire you.
I want to put this out there too, because we all have a role to play in our own healing.
Yes, we do.
And I know your services. I've had them. I get them. They work. I understand. But if you're not up here, if you're not in the intention and the mindset of it working, and I'm not saying that you're intentionally doing that, you may think you are, but I would do this. I would look at whatever part of the body, if I were having a session with her, look at whatever part of the body her ailment's in. And then I would do the affirmation that goes with healing that energy center. The I am, I feel, I do. Those are the lower 3 chakras. And I would just affirm the hell out of it, for lack of a better way to put it.
Is that like the emotion code?
It could be. There's such a compilation of things that go together when it comes to healing. You can send the energy till you're blue in the face, which you do, and you're amazing at it. But if my receptors aren't receiving,
Right.
And that's not to put the onus, it's a 50-50.
Right.
Yeah. Of course. Okay. Let's see. Shannon Stilson wants her mother. Wait, no. Sorry. Liza Tamayo. Hola, ladies. What month, year should I release my book? Liza Tamayo.
What month and year should she release her book?
Yeah. Or the quarter of what year? I mean,
I heard September as the month, but just having said that, it could be a preliminary. She could be releasing it for eyes to look at it. There's a whole component here, but
Yeah.
when she says release it, I assume she means publish it.
I'm not. I heard when she feels right.
Yeah.
That's the year. I just get for her when it feels right to her. And when I say that, Erik is showing me, so make sure you're not putting anything in your way to block it, like, oh, but I have to wait for this. I have to. It's kind of like people who stop smoking. Well, I can't stop smoking now because this is going to happen or that's going
Right.
to happen.
Exactly.
It's like, so it's kind of like, make sure, like, I just get for her, like, make sure you put those things out of the way and just go forward with it.
Right.
Erik says it's a beautiful book.
Oh.
It's a
Something
beautiful
she's
book.
gonna be
Erik, by the
doing some
way-
work, a lot of work with it in May also, so make sure you have some time in your schedule in May.
Okay. I want to raise a toast, everybody, to Erik. I love you, sweetie, and thank you so much for helping so many people. I love you, and I'm so
Yes.
proud of you.
Sorry.
Thank you, Erik.
Cheers, love you.
To Erik.
Thank you, Erik.
So can I ask about someone, and
course.
get y'all's opinion? Because
Yeah.
I hear Erik tell me the answers, but yet I don't. So anyway, so there's somebody, I'll say his name. I don't even think he's on Facebook, but he's been following Channeling Erik for a long time. So anyway, he's out there in the West and he lost his job. And do y'all see him getting another job soon?
What's his name? Or
Do we have first-
Alfie.
Alfie.
His career is like in property management, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do y'all see him getting a job soon?
Come
Alfie
to
have
Texas,
anger-
man. Just kidding.
Does Alfie have anger issues that you're aware of?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing there's something he's doing. And even like interviewing for jobs, there's an energy that he's giving off
Okay.
that is off-putting. Sorry.
So
No.
work with him on that. If he works with you, that's you want to excavate that, and it has to do with the root chakra.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Okay.
good.
Okay.
I am so
Maybe
sorry,
it's not.
guys. I have to jump off.
I know. Thank you,
Okay.
Jennifer, so
Thank
much.
you.
Psychic
Alright.
medium, JenniferDoran.com.
Thanks.
She had,
Alright.
she couldn't stay the whole time.
I'm about to follow suit, so I apologize for that. I
Oh
thought
my goodness. Okay, no problem.
we got
Shannon,
Denise.
yes.
And
Shannon
Courtney's here.
Stilson. Can you
I'm
please
still-
bring my mom, Teresa, forward? Shannon Stilson.
I just smell food in the kitchen. I smell a lot of food. So, and the kitchen there's the heart happening in the kitchen. So I don't know if they spent a lot of time there or what it was.
Well, I'm glad you got the heart because I got that and some smell of flowers right away.
Mm, that's nice.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So and also I get like I'm hearing that she's saying I'm here. So when you're talking about her or just thinking about her, she's there. And that would be a good time to like kind of like do like a few days out when you're people don't iron anymore, but wash dishes or
Yeah.
cleaning or driving, start a conversation with her in that. I hear she will start talking. And I just want to tell you, that's how I started talking to Erik, because we live in the same city. I say we live in the same city, you know, and I
Pretty
would just talk. Yeah, I just talked to him and we'd talk about one day the traffic was so bad. And I was just like, Erik, what the hell's going on? You know, can you help me? And that's how our conversations, and I just carried on a dialogue, and you can feel it once you start talking.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so, and I'm getting do that with your mom.
Mhm. She's also saying it's not as hard, like there's a way, and she's making it like it's really hard. You have to go through a medium or something.
Yeah,
Her mom
no.
saying it's just like, just imagine I'm standing there in the kitchen with you. It's right, I'm right there. It's just easy.
Awesome.
Just talk to me. So
That's
yeah.
All right, Terry. Okay, never mind. I'll go to the next one. Let's see. Nicole from Bolivia. Wants to know, for a possible career, what action should I take? Which direction to go? I'm trying to manifest financial freedom, but I don't have a clear direction.
Well, right away, what I got was Erik is telling me it's her belief system about finances, about money is one,
Okay.
because you know, you can have $1 million and not have financial freedom, and you can have 50,000 and have total abundance and financial freedom. So I'm hearing it's her thought process around that. But I don't know. I see children, something to do with children. What do y'all get? Y'all get anything like that?
I got that there's like she's in the stepping stone. Like I feel like there's like a job, my guides refer to as like a bridge job, or a job she'll take while she's kind of figuring it out, and to not be afraid that you're making the wrong decision or going in the wrong direction. Like it's okay if you just take a job for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
And listen, just take a breath, because you're here to learn about the lessons around lack.
Mhm.
So as soon as you learn the lesson around lack, or the lessons around lack, you can exhale and just know that everything's going to turn around. And I do see multiple streams of income. So whether that's part-time job, a couple part-time jobs, or maybe some supplemental income, it will shift around.
Well, you know, abundance is infinite, people. Scarcity is an absolute illusion. I got one more before you leave, Veronica, too. My sister just now feels my mother.
Mhm.
Jacqueline Louise is her name, her first and middle name. Does she have any messages for my sister?
You see the orbs flying around me?
Mhm, mhm.
I do.
They're here. They're like everywhere, all the time. And there's no dust particles for those of you that are skeptics. Not that I don't have dust, but your mother, was she a larger than life presence? Like, I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is big earrings. Sorry to interrupt you. I didn't mean to interrupt you,
So it's
Veronica.
like cha cha cha. Like, here I am. You know, like
Oh, she used to love to do the cha-cha-cha, actually.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
lots of entertainment, and
Mhm.
I hate to say this,
She was
but
younger.
lots of pretense. Like, it could look one way to the outside world, but it really was another way inside the house. But your mother is saying to her, make the most of this life. Make sure that you're aligning with your heart. That I needed to know sooner.
Mhm.
So what's in your heart, T? Yeah,
Yep.
what's in your heart?
Okay.
I
Awesome.
think she would like her to listen to you, Elisa. Actually, I think she wants you to kind of come together, and it will help her. It will help her get over.
Needs to
Yeah.
come into, go to Texas. I'm kidding. No, we talk all the time, of course.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I think even coming to Texas, not maybe even to live, but just to visit would
Yeah.
be helpful for her.
Oh, no, she don't want to live here. I'm just
No, yeah.
a couple of weeks.
If T gets on a plane and flies to Texas, V will get on a plane and fly to Texas.
Oh,
So
I'd like to be so
saying.
fun.
Putting the
Girl part,
pressure on,
girl
putting the
part.
pressure on T.
There's
Yeah,
a reason to fly and it's V. Okay.
there we go. All right, Taylor Scheckler from Northbrook, Illinois. Am I still in a positive path forward in my life? I feel like all the plans I had for a better future are slipping through my fingers.
Taylor, one step at a time, put one foot in front of the other. And also, I get a lot of anxiety around you, a lot of anxiety, whether it's yours or you're absorbing somebody's close to you. So you really want to be mindful of the anxiety.
Mhm.
Where's it coming from? Erik, is it
Erik
her or somebody
Erik
else?
says that she was born into it. So it could be a hereditary thing, whether her mother was anxious giving birth to her or there was a lot of anxiety around conception. Erik said it was a born into it process.
I
You know,
thought it
now-
was a womb thing.
Mhm.
Interesting. You know, now with I've added to the main service, the energy repair protection enhancement. I've added birth trauma. You know,
Ah,
That's good.
That
That's
is
really
birth,
good.
conception, and all that stuff. So I don't know if I've done that on you since I added that though, Taylor. So okay.
That's powerful.
Anything else that we can do for her or she can do for herself?
I get.
Eric's showing me having her soak in a warm bath. It's almost like,
Like grounding?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
just
salt.
taking just like taking time out for her. Definitely with some salts. You know, you can do
Mhm.
Epsom salts, Dead Sea salts, or whatever, you know, you have. You don't have to make a big ordeal to get whatever it is, you know. He says even just like a bubble bath or something, you know, just something in there to soak. I get like to nurture herself. It's like she puts herself on hold all the time.
And
Yeah.
ground
Yeah.
herself.
Yeah,
Ground,
But for
ground,
some
yeah.
reason, I feel like water really will help
Mhm.
her with that.
And also there's a magnesium deficiency. So what I know about Epsom salt, what Erik is saying,
Oh,
shower.
yes.
Mhm.
You either can soak your feet in it for 10 or 15 minutes or take a bath because the best way to get magnesium in the body is through absorption.
Mm.
Yep.
No, in the West, there's a huge depletion of zinc and magnesium in most people. So that
Wow.
makes sense. All right. Dominique.
I'm gonna hop off.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Bye,
See you
Veronica.
next
Hi,
time.
Veronica.
Bye, Veronica.
Big hugs. Big
veronica.com.
hugs.
Big hug
Sorry.
back.
I don't know how.
Uh,
Okay, there I go. Sorry.
Bye.
Dominica, I always am so afraid you're gonna chime in because I don't know how to pronounce your name, but maybe you can.
Dominica, okay.
Dominica. Hello, ladies and Erik. I'm wondering if I have any message in terms of money and career in 2023.
So right away, I see after the first quarter.
Okay, good. I see the same thing. Yeah.
I get after the first quarter,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
I get I'm trying to see, I can't tell. Finance is what I guess. So
Mhm.
I feel like the finance is going to be related to. Is it because of a career? Are you getting that? Because
So I got an image of dollars, bills, you know, and they're going slowly at first toward her, and then they start to speed up. But that's after March, so that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
It feels it's related to a job or career or moving into a new job. I'm getting chills as I say that. So yes, that's right.
Okay.
Okay.
Good, because I'm getting that. That's what I don't get when you said money and career. I didn't see money or I didn't see career. I got finances, so that tells me it's a blend of both. So
Yeah, it's
yay
like
for
moving.
you.
Yeah, but I hear don't get discouraged because there's a lot of discouragement, a feeling of sadness and discouragement, and like, when is this going to get better? And if you're feeling that way, know that the sun's going to kind of peek out through the clouds. It's going to get better, but it's
tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
I've only had 2 sips of wine, 3 actually.
That's good. But it'll get better.
Does get
Just
better.
hold on a little bit. Yeah.
All right. Anwar from Sydney. I don't think we can answer this one because basically any messages from my guide. So it's general, not about career, love. You know, I'm not sure what to say. Is there anything you can pick up or shall we skip it? I always hate doing that.
Who is this name? What's his name again?
Anwar from Sydney,
Anwar.
Australia.
You know, the thing that just came up for me was learn how to trust more. And I don't mean like just trust people or whatever, just trust the process of whatever it is. And
Trust
I
that
call
the universe is going to unfold, is going to give you what you need, that sort of thing.
yes, just trust the process. Like you do the footwork and then trust that everything else is, I just get trust. That's what I get. It's like trust. I feel like he's,
hard.
they say, oh gosh, I know. I call it the
Oh,
big
that's
two.
hard.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's a hard one. I get something about like the ground not feeling solid. It feels a little, no, this is obviously metaphorical, but it feels a little shaky where he is. Like he doesn't feel like he's on solid ground. So what you're saying about trust, it's like kind of like stand tall, just kind of stand tall and like trust that things are going to work out, even though
Yeah.
you don't feel like you're on like solid footing right now.
Yeah,
So that kind of goes along with what you're saying.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Sally Jeffries from the UK. She feels a bit stuck in her life. How does she move on, Eric? I love you, Eric.
He said, Eric said the first thing he says for everyone feeling stuck, because there's a lot of that stuck energy on this call in terms of just like a lot of
2022,
people. Yeah, a lot of people feel stuck. The first thing is we got to stop saying that all the time. And everybody's saying that. Worse, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Stop
Wow.
saying I'm stuck. You are letting and we'll get to Sally in a second, but you're letting the path unfold before you. He wants people to be starting to change their language around this idea of being stuck. We're moving through time. We're in a physical body. We're a soul. We can't be stuck, actually.
Oh,
So that's kind of what he's saying about that.
love that, Eric.
Yeah, and I get similar stuff too from him, because he says when we say we're stuck, that's what cements us in the ground. So and we say that almost like an excuse as to why we don't move forward. So Eric says, you
I'm
feel
done.
stuck, stand up and do some jumping jacks, go run around the block, go do something different. So
Do the
you know,
stairs instead of elevator.
yes, do
Find
something
things.
different. Yes, do something
Yeah,
different.
there's like there's like notice your patterning around this, like my life is beyond, like what small things can you take under your control? We can't control everything. We know that.
No.
But you
No.
can control, like, this is just like a silly example, but if you're eating peanut M&Ms for breakfast, you can switch to oatmeal. Like you could make a choice like that.
I am not
know?
making that switch at all. I love me some M&Ms so much.
I mean, I like peanut M&Ms too, but that was just a weird example.
That's
that
a
popped in my
good
head.
one though. That's
Yeah.
a good one. I
Or
like
you
that.
just
It's
like
like-
change what you plant in your, put something different in your garden, a different herb or whatever. I mean, it's little baby steps.
So we're talking about small choices, because these choices, it's starting
Take
to
a
pour,
bubble bath
add
before
up
the
to our
shower.
life. Yeah. Like,
Yes.
we may not think, oh, if I take 5 minutes quietly to myself in the morning, it's going to help my whole day, but actually it really might,
True.
Yes.
So
So for Sally specifically, guys or ladies,
What does she need to do? Eric says for her to start doing things differently. And what I heard when you were, Courtney, talking about, taking 5 minutes out, that's what I got, was for her to start taking time out for her, whatever type of meditation she wants to do.
Mhm.
I don't believe you need to sit there and just go and be like that. Your meditation can be when you're going on a walk early in the morning. You're carving out time for you.
yes, absolutely.
Before anything else can take your time up. And Eric is telling me people know this, but they still refuse to do that. And that's because the ego is like anchoring them down. And Eric says, just get dressed to go out for your walk in the morning the night before, so you don't have an excuse to say why you can't go,
Yeah.
and just slip into your shoes and go. He says,
Yeah.
doing something different, and this is going to get you out of your stuck. And he's telling me the reason why you feel stuck is because there's something big coming for you. When I say big, I don't mean scary, but there's something good, and that's logic, your humanness, your ego telling you you're stuck, so you don't have to move forward.
Mhm.
And sometimes for all you guys listening, even for those who are not listening, shame on you. Sometimes expectations it's not just ego, but expectation. If you have blinders on about your situation, that could keep you stuck, because you have to have the element of uncertainty to help you evolve and move, right? It's like
Yes.
going on a walk, but you only see the finish line instead of noticing this flower here, that flower here, these birds there. So in other words,
Right.
noticing opportunities that you didn't expect. All right.
Correct.
All right. Kim from Norge, that's Norway. 2023 be a better year for her? Kim.
I think yes. And I guess, and what I see is it's going to be a better year for her internally. So I don't know if she's got any health issues or whatever going on, but I just get internally, this is going to be a much better year for her.
More settled. There was like a tornado that came through her life last year. And it was really hard.
Metaphorical or real?
No, metaphorical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we did have that happen here recently. So
We sure did, didn't we?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a good tornado?
I do get that.
Yeah, it was good. It needed to happen for like rebalancing, restructuring her. Really, a lot of change, internal change and shift is happening through this process. But like any process of change, sometimes it can be really challenging when we're in it, you know?
Is there anything she needs to do from a practical standpoint? You know, how I am, Eric. I like practicality as far as advice is concerned.
Erik shows me just keep putting your shoes on every morning and moving forward. And I don't know why, but I see monetary stuff coming to her, like money coming to her also. Like I don't know if that's an issue for her or was an issue for her, but I just see more money coming to her.
Awesome. Oh, that's great. Ashley P. in Houston. I know who she is. I would love to write spiritual ebooks to earn extra money and spread love and light. Is this a good idea? Is there something you recommend instead?
It's a series. It's a beautiful idea.
I know. I just got
goosebumps. I could tell.
I got chills. I was like, whoa, this is powerful.
I did too. I just got, yes, like.
Hey, I'll plug them, girl. Ashley, my fellow Houstonian.
And when I do this, it's like the angel wings, you know, like,
yeah.
Yes.
It was like full body, like, please go do this. Like,
yes.
And it's a series. There's more than one. And then people, and I feel like this gains like momentum is the word I hear. It like gets a following after a while.
Yes, I do too. And if she does something else for income or has a career doing something else, that will not be it anymore, because this is gonna like be her full-time
and it's
full-time fun thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm really excited for her. I want her to do it like right away. So yes.
I know.
Does she need to do anything else to make sure it's successful, like start a blog or a website or a YouTube channel or any Instagram, TikTok, to read little snippets? I mean, anything she needs to do for the practical stuff?
It feels like the energy is already moving, like it's already like ready to be successful. So yeah, you want to put yourself out there. You want to like make sure you have if you don't have a website, try to get a website or some way to have your name out there. But I'm also just feeling this solidified, like it's solid.
Yeah.
It has a lot of, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. It has a lot of what?
It has a lot of substance to it already. It's really clear.
Yeah,
That's
I got
awesome.
if she did like something like Instagram or something, I get like her following base would just like build so fast. And you know, and
That's
Erik
great.
says, don't let that scare you, because I feel like there's a little bit of but what if I'm not good at this? What if I don't do this?
Imposter syndrome.
But
Like
she's
a-
here. Eric's saying she's here to do this. This is like one of her big things she wrote in her contract to do to help people. And it's going to help a lot of people awaken. Like she's got a huge group of souls who are going to awaken through this material. So
That's
it's
magical.
powerful. Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That is so cool.
So no pressure. No, just kidding.
And no pressure or anything. Oscar Gonzalez from Oxnard, California. Can you give Oscar advice on starting a business of his own?
Well, first I heard go with what gives you, what is your passion? What is you love to do? And that's what I heard. And then Erik says, really digging deep with that. Don't worry about what do I like to do that will make me money?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'll stay stuck there forever. He's
Oh
saying,
yeah,
go with
that's expectations right there.
and he says,
Blender.
go with what feels good to you. And he says, and write about it, like write down some things, because it's not just one thing. He says, write down some things. And then when you get to like, oh yes, that's it. Then write, kind of like he says, do a business plan, like how you can start doing it now, getting it
Yeah.
going out there a little bit at a time.
Yeah, I absolutely get that he can do this. I also see it's either a father or a grandfather energy around him that's here to help support him in getting his business off the ground, is what I'm hearing. And I don't know if it's his father or grandfather, but somebody crossed over that he's very close with, that he loves, and he'll know who he's talking about. I also see an image, and I don't know, I don't get this part totally, but it's like a mechanic shop or like parts of a car on the ground. And I'm asking, it feels related to the person crossed over, like something like that. He has a good business mind. This man is saying he's got the mind. He doesn't quite believe in himself enough yet, but writing down the ideas will help it kind of like come pop which one it's going to be, and he will be able to do this. But ask for help from your spirit team, because they're ready to help you.
And Oscar, remember, you're whole and part of God. How much more than perfect can you be? All right, so I want to ask for a message from T and my father, Jose Antonio Agustin Ramon Rivera Balaguer. That's his real name.
I just keep hearing his cough. Did he have like a lung
Yeah, he had
issue?
shortness of breath. Yeah.
Okay, like a lung. He keeps like he was just like like clearing his throat and
Oh,
coughing.
he always cleared his throat. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
hear this like as soon as you said his name, I heard his loud like
Oh yeah.
clearing of his throat. Okay, yeah.
He
And
did that
then
all
he's
the
here.
time.
Yes, that's exactly how he did. I didn't want to like do it on camera, but thank you for doing it. So,
That's what I do.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
If there's something around this, letting your family support you right now,
Mhm.
there's a feeling of, I just also keep hearing like, I'm sorry, like he's sorry.
Yes.
He's saying he's sorry to her and to you, Elisa, for lots. We don't need to get into it. He's saying, but you know what he's talking about. He's apologizing. He wants her to let her lean on her family right now. Cause it's like,
Dude.
she's feeling like she has to
My
do a lot
sister?
of this. Your sister. Yes. She
Yeah.
has to do it all alone.
I know.
And she doesn't. She needs to remember that she can lean on her family. Does that make sense?
Yes, I just told her that in a conversation not that long ago.
He's saying it because it matches the words you said. That's why he's saying that.
Is he still a dick?
No.
Well, no, he's not, but he recognizes he failed as a father. He's saying he failed.
Yeah. And I get that this is what he's doing over there, is he's working on helping, like he's unraveling what he did, and how he unravels it is he sends like healing, I guess would be another way, like what he should have sent, that's what he's sending now, and to both of you, to all of you, he says, to all of you, because he definitely knows that he did not fulfill his journey here. It's like he checked out way before he.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's mentally ill. I forgive him. But you
But
know,
yeah, but he
it-
says,
you're not
but
gonna be- you're not gonna be my father the next lifetime, okay? That's all I'm
he
saying.
says deal. He
Deal,
said
yeah,
deal.
no, he
And
won't.
he says,
Woo!
you know, there's nothing wrong with, he says, nothing wrong. It's forgiving and holding them accountable are two different things.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
yeah, so you can like let go of the attachment, but you still hold him accountable for what he
Mhm.
did.
Mhm.
And that's what he says he really wants everybody to know is hold me accountable, you know, but don't let go of that, the emotions that go with it. But I feel like, and he's also, Erik is telling me, because he's with your father,
Mhm.
he's telling me, Erik has said this, started telling me this, it was a year ago in March, this is not a solo journey.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
No.
we're so Sister T, reach out for help, ask for help. That's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to be alone. We're supposed to be together.
Exactly.
And
Okay.
yeah,
Thank
I
you.
do hear him say, he's saying he loves you,
yes.
both of you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the e-board, he said, I do love my girls on the
Yes.
e-board rendition. Jenna from Wisconsin, message from Erik. I know it's a general one, but Erik, come on. Help a brother out.
Well, Erik tells me he pranks her, if you want to call it a prank. It's not that he pranks her, he pays her visits, but she's not seeing it as that.
Mhm.
So just little things that happen, like how did this happen? Or boy, that's odd. All of a sudden a flock of birds just flew by me, or just something, you know, out of the ordinary. Erik says he does come around, you know, he says he does this for a lot of people, but we dismiss that. And Erik is also telling me right now, because I can feel the heat right here, she's also very intuitive.
Mhm.
Oh,
Very, very, very.
Mhm.
wow.
Mhm.
Can
She's
she-
got a lot of gifts.
Yeah.
Can she
Mhm.
communicate with Erik?
Oh, yes, she can.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Easily, I'm hearing.
Good. Should she do that as a profession or just for fun or just for
Feels more like a more fun. I don't think it's necessarily
Oh, an
what she
evolution.
wants to do professionally, but
Okay.
she can get a lot of information. She just, oh, I'm hearing the word trust. So there's a theme around that today.
Oh,
She's got to learn to
yeah.
trust herself. And it is a capital T, as you were describing. It is a big T. It's like leaning into trust of her own heart, her own knowing, and herself. That's what she wants to work on this year very strongly.
All right. I'm gonna ask. We only have time for two more quick questions. Okay, sorry. Karen C wants to know what is she dealing with her ex Robert? Does he have NPD or BPD, which could be bipolar or borderline personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, or something else? She's from Tasmania, Australia. I love that I know somebody from Tasmania. Karen C.
It doesn't feel good. I'm like, oh,
all of the above.
I get heavy too.
it
Courtney.
feels like I'm like, oh God, I
Like
want you
sludge.
I want you to stay away from this person. I don't know what else to say. I hope you are.
Yeah, my father had, I'm sure, narcissistic personality disorder, and
It feels very
borderline personality
serious.
disorder.
I don't. I'm always uncomfortable diagnosing because I
No,
have
no,
not
you
been to.
can't. No,
know.
no, no, no.
Yeah, and I get he's not your responsibility.
So surrender.
However, the
Yeah.
reason that she feels so responsible for him is he was her child in a past life, and so this is the
Oh.
I got chills. This is a continuation of the same pattern of you trying to save him. Your work right now, Erik is saying, is to kind of like, he's like, cut the ties.
Yes.
Cut it, like really cut it. Like it's painful. It's going to hurt. You're probably going to feel grief. That's because it's from this other lifetime too. And this is so to save yourself right now.
Okay.
And
more
yeah, he's a serious personality.
Yeah.
Okay. One more question. Jackie Messenger from Hanover, Pennsylvania. Money reading, please. I need help. Spirit not listening. They probably are, but real quick, because we're
Money reading. She wants to know how to make more
money
money.
reading. I mean finances, I guess.
Erik says he said this before many times over the years. Write a letter to money. is like, dear money friend, you know, and write a
Don't
letter
leave the
to.
front door unlocked, for the love of God. Come on in.
Yeah, just write a letter and just explain, you know, communicate yourself with
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Because money is nothing but energy. That is all it is. But we have this belief system, it's something more than that. And it's just energy. And you know, and when you can really get to that part where it is, and I have been there knee deep in debt before. And you know, when I could get to that part of knowing that money is energy and really understanding it, my relationship with it, I'm telling you, it just, things shifted. I'm no longer knee deep in debt, and I don't need money to make me feel important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a huge one. Yeah.
Good one. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank
We
you.
will-
Thank you. Thank y'all.
That was fun. Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank
Are you
you.
gonna do anything fun?
Well, I already did it. You know, I did what I wanted to do yesterday. I wanted
Okay.
to walk 10 miles, but because of our crazy weather, Lisa knows, I only did 6.5 miles.
Oh,
And,
Well, that's still pretty darn good.
And I just wanted to do it because I normally walk, you know, 4 to 5 miles on the weekends and 2.5 through the week. But I just wanted to do it. I turned 65 today. I cannot believe I'm 65. And
still a
it's just-
youngster.
thanks. And you know, I feel it. But
And-
we just did, you know, we just chilled out. And my daughter bought me gifts for my birthday a month and a half ago and had them already ready for me in her closet because she wasn't going to be here. I just like
Oh, how
fun
sweet.
stuff, just things I love. So,
Sweet.
you know, I
Oh.
don't want to go do anything. I don't know. Well, shoot, I'm going to Costa Rica on Sunday
Oh, well, hey, that's
for
pretty
you.
fun.
for 10 days. So, you know,
No.
That
All right,
sounds amazing. We'll have a great trip.
yeah,
So
well, thank
Denise
you.
Ramon at DeniseRamon.com. Awesome medium, awesome healer. Courtney Dillon at CourtneyDillon.com. Many, she wears many hats: medium, healer, past life reader. I don't know. She's got so much stuff going on. But both of you guys do. All right. I
Well,
love
I
you.
know somebody that went to Courtney personally and just spoke nothing but highly of her.
Awesome.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right.
I love you, Erik.
Everybody's good.
I love
Okay.
you, girls, and I love you,
Love
Erik.
you guys.
Love you both. And Erik
Love you
says
too.
he loves you.